This is the drag and drop overview. You can always drag and drop the browser anywhere you'd like on the viewport by left mouse clicking on the blue bar and dragging it into wherever you'd like and releasing the left mouse button. You can select an object to drag in by placing your mouse over it and dragging it into the world and releasing your mouse. You have your object placed in the world and you can see it here. I will just delete that by pressing the X and drag something else in. I'll drag a new object into the world and release. You can always see the objects that you have placed in the world by opening the world outliner with the 3 buttons at the top, and you can see here you can click on the 2-story townhouse to zoom to it, and you have the option to delete from the browser. I'll just close the browser for now, and we can see the object. We can translate the object by selecting the translate button, and now it's attached to the mouse, and it'll drag anywhere in the world that you'd like to place it. You can hold shift and go up and down to move the object up and down in the world, and you can left click to complete. It's the same with the rotate tool. You select the rotate tool and you can move your mouse to the right or to the left to rotate the object around, and you can hold shift and move your mouse up and down to rotate on the XY axis, and you can move your mouse to the left and to the right to make it rotate around the Z axis. And you can left click to complete. And finally we have the scale tool. You can select it and drag your mouse to the right and increase the object size, or move your mouse to the left and decrease the object size. You can also hold shift and move your mouse up and down to move it in one axis, or left and right to move it in the other. And you can left click to complete. And we have a visibility toggle button that will toggle on and off the object. Great, I'll just delete that. We can select from the category what we'd like to select if we want, or we can search for an object like a tree with the search bar. We can clear the search term, and we can always refresh the browser at any time. We can also choose between 3D or 2D, and when we switch to 2D, the browser will switch to the 2D objects. And just the same, we can always select a category, and we can drag and drop an overlay into the world the exact same way as a 3D object. Now we have our object. We can adjust its opacity with the opacity bar. We can do translate, rotate, scale, and visibility, in addition to jumping to the Google Maps, the website, or we can jump to the location of this object. That's all for now. Thanks.